I suppose I look at my role as more of a magnet than anything else. My job is to not only pick the plays that we choose to put on our main stage, but to bring together the creative talents that will bring that work to life. So you're trying to attract not just a group of individuals who are talented, experienced, however in some cases new talent, which is one of the things we like to encourage, but you're trying to bring together all those elements that will help tell that story. Theater is not an exact science, and you need to be quite careful about choosing who's the right director, who's the right designer, what are the right publicity materials, who's the right actors to be a part of a company. And that's a big part of what we do here. We are, I think above all, we're an actors theater, and so it's most important to us that we create happy families and good companies and bring into this theater people who understand the ethos of what it is to be a company member. Beyond that, there's a tremendous amount of day-to-day administrative work, the running of the theater itself, the building, its facilities, and all of the day-to-day work that goes into the promotions that we do, the press that we do, and our vast education, community work, and the work that we do under Old Vic New Voices. So it's a pretty vast full-time job. The three most important people that I work with here at the Old Vic would be Kate Peckenham, who is one of our producers, and John Richardson, who is another of our producers. There's probably not a decision that I make about who we cast or what we put up on stage or some of the other work that we do without first consulting them, listening to the pros and the cons of a decision that one might make. When you're planning a season of work, it's a pretty vast undertaking. And I suppose the third is Vivian Wallace, who's been with us really from the beginning, who runs our fundraising department. You know, we're a 1,000-seat proscenium house theater, and it takes a lot of money to run a theater like this, particularly with no subsidy. We've managed to find an economic model that works, and I work a great deal with Vivian on how to continue to raise money, particularly in a difficult economic time, to make an argument that theater and the arts and culture should not suffer during a period like we're going through, that in fact it's good for business. Study more, study harder, work your craft. That the truth is that in some ways it doesn't matter whether you feel you have some kind of innate talent. A talent in this business just isn't enough. It's about how you nurture that talent. It's about how you challenge that talent. It's about how you stretch that talent. It's about how you begin to realize not just your strengths but your weaknesses and where you can improve your work. And it's particularly true, I think, when you bring people together who can tell you things that maybe your family or your best friends wouldn't tell you. You know, sometimes if you're a young filmmaker and you make a little movie and you only show it to your family or your friends, you might not get the most objective opinion. But when you join a community and you suddenly become a participant and you open yourself up to listening to criticism, good ideas, bad ideas, things that might click a new thought in your own head about how your work can improve. I think that is the heart of what makes theater so exciting, is that it's a collaboration. And I think sometimes people start off in the theater or wanting to go into the arts thinking it's quite individual. You know, you're out there trying to get your agent, you're out there trying to get work, and it's all about you. And I think that sometimes it's hugely important to remember that you are a member of a community and that collaborating is the best thing that you can do. And you know, that means that not everybody's going to like everything you do, but you have to realize that there are good ideas out there and there are people out there who can provide those ideas and maybe spark you to a new place.